Acknowledge me.
I'm awesome! You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up!
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you live under a rock,
I might
you
grab
are
a bat,
looking
I
at
don't
the
know, my
youngest
rap, my
and
blood
fastest
boils
rising
over like,
star in
oh God, here
professional
goes. I
wrestling
lost all
today.
feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Heal the Ring podcast here on the Sports JEDI Network. It's Thursday night. It is our TNA Impact Zone watch along. It is the go home show before the biggest event for TNA in 2024, Bound for Glory, coming from Detroit. And we will be doing that watch along on Saturday as well. So a lot of questions with this Bound for Glory coming up. Do you believe? The main question is, do you believe? Do you believe in Joe Henry? He takes on Nick Nemeth, of course, for the TNA World title. And, of course, tonight on the Impact Zone, a lot of great stuff. You're going to have Josh Alexander versus Jonathan Gresham. That's a pretty good one, a hard-hitting match. Last week's Impact Zone was an uber fascinating show. It was really, really, really good. I still talked about it all week, you know, even when we did the Friday Night SmackDown watch along, as well as the Maple Leaf Pro. I just could not continue to put over how Impact Zone last week was. And I know this week they're going to top it off. This is their go-home show for their big pay-per-view this weekend. I mean, my goodness, you know, there was a press conference earlier. I missed it. I had to work a little late, so I could not get to it. So I can't wait to see, you know, it after the stream is over. I'll watch the TNA press conference with Frankie Kazarian, as well as Nick Nemeth, as well as Joe Hendry, the Hardys, and so forth. So we're getting ready for that Impact Zone. We got Chris the Flash in the chat. What's going on, Chris? How are you doing today? I hope everything all well. And who will be this Saturday? Who will win this Saturday night TNA Bound for Glory? Joe Henry to win and beat Nick Nemeth. So as Zach Tagado likes it, excuse me. So I got tongue twisted here. A little tired, a long day of work, to be honest with you. But I wouldn't miss it in the world to watch TNA with you guys on the Heal the Ring podcast. We are ready almost 7 minutes before we get started. Of course, tomorrow night we got Friday Night SmackDown, as well as New York Knickerbockers watch along. So we got that going along. So dual screen or split tomorrow night. And of course, we're ready to go here always for Bound for Glory Saturday night, as well as Halloween Havoc. So a lot of wrestling. Like we had last week, we said we were going to get a lot of wrestling throughout the whole week. And my goodness, the week continues to bring on more, because not only that, Halloween Havoc, Monday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw, as well. It's going to be the go-home show from Crown Jewel. And then on Wednesday, on a special night from the 2300 Arena, the ECW Arena, NXT. Yes, NXT on a Wednesday night. That is going to be a interesting card, especially the venue they're going to be in. They're going to be at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. I can't wait to see how that goes. Hopefully we have some TNA representation at that taping on that live event on Wednesday night for the WWE. Well, I love when they collaborate with NXT and TNA, that friendship. I believe we're going to see Wendy Chu maybe tonight and so forth. Maybe we'll have an NXT diva or the NXT female wrestle tonight on the Impact Zone. So definitely can't wait to see how that goes, guys. Don't forget, if you're filing in, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to our channel. Be part of the Sports JEDI Network. Heal of the Ring podcast. Of course, it's the wrestling programs. Again, we do Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, NXT, TNA, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Yes, indeed. So we are ready to go. tonight, Miss Canary will be joining us on Saturday night, so she'll be back on Saturday night working as well. Of course, she's a 3-hour difference, so right now with Northern California traffic, it's not going to get us enough time for her to get home to join us for the Impact Zone. Maybe not, but as of now, she's going to be stuck in traffic, so I don't think she'll make this week. But she'll definitely will be there for Brown for Glory. She's a big TNA fan as well, part of the program. As you can see, scrolling below here is the lineup. Of course, you got some tag teams. The Hardys will team up with ABC, take on the whole entire system. We heard that last week. That was set up for this week. Can't wait to see that match up there. Jody Threat takes on Wendy Chu. So we do have the NXT representation. We got the VIP Makeover Lounge by Ash by Elegance. So we're gonna see what she's up to. We're gonna hear from Nick Nemeth, Joe Henry, Marsha Slamovich taking on Jordan Grace. Now, do you think Jordan Grace's title reign might come to an end against Marsha Slamovich? We had a lot of questions with Jordan Grace's contract being, coming to an end to early part of 2025. Could it be a way of her dropping the Knockouts title here to Marsha Slamovich? Because listen, I've said it before, and again, I don't want to see her leave TNA for Jordan Grace. When I think of TNA, I think of Jordan Grace. She's one of the top names along with Mickie James. At least in this modern era of TNA or this reinvention of TNA, I think, Jordan Grace is one of those faces of TNA, but she's done it all. I think she's gotten to they got the most out of the Jordan Grace. I wouldn't be surprised if she is going to venture off to WWE challenge to see what's going on elsewhere. If she does come to WWE, I could see her signing maybe a short-term deal, for the first go around. Then if she, after 2 years, I could see her signing a multiple, big deal. But again, it all depends. But I think she wants to try the WWE full time, be part of the machine, and I think she's gonna look very well presented. We've seen with and it's not an NXT for Jordan Grace. I don't think. I think she could go right to the main roster. The way she wrestles, the way she conducts and presents herself, the way she registers, sells, and does all the stuff as a female wrestler, not just a female, as a wrestler in general. Not a lot of development needed from her. It maybe a little small stint in NXT if she wants to, especially the way NXT is just blooming with all the female talent that's there. We see Saraya now, which formerly known as Delta, making her debut, as well as Stephanie Bacure, and as well as Julia. They continue to just show talented women. Roxanne Perez, the cream of the crop of the division. When we saw that match with her and Jordan Grace and Battleground, and that was a great job. If Jordan Grace wants to go that way, that's no problem. Or even if she goes to SmackDown, I think WWE will love to see a rematch or a match between her and Trinity, aka Naomi. They put on some great matches on TNA last year, this time before her exit out back to the WWE. It was really good. So Jordan Grace might be dropping this to Slamovich. And Slamovich, she was the champion before. Remember, she was showcased really strong before her loss to Jordan Grace. You could put that storyline where she's gonna avenge and take her title. Maybe they'll get a title rematch in the final resolution out there in December, and then that's when she could be written off the TV and then off as from TNA and then onto the WWE if they go that route. But we'll see. We got one more minute here. We got one more minute before the show begins on the Access TV. If you got the Access TV either on Spectrum or DirecTV like I have, or you can watch it on YouTube, or you got the TNA app. Right now, they got a great special. No promo deal, just $35 for the rest of the year. TNA Plus app for $35. You're gonna get the pay-per-view this Saturday. I believe you're gonna get all the rest of the pay-per-views for the rest of the year. Plus the rest you can watch the library. It's really good. And I tell you guys, that's a great investment there. I mean, listen, $35 these days. You go to McDonald's and you buy, and if you're a family of 4, you're gonna spend $55. Just think about that. $35, you get some good wrestling at any time, at any, for the rest of the year until January. That's not a bad deal whatsoever. I tell you guys on that. We're waiting for the Impact Zone to start. Make sure I'm not behind because I got 8 o'clock and I got Paul McCartney still singing for Strawberry Fields Forever. I'm on Access TV, by the way. Just to let you know, like, wait, I got YouTube. It's going. And of course, Jonathan Gresham is another wrestler. His contract is coming up to an end. I want them to stay in TNA. I kind of want to see TNA continue to grow, get bigger. And now here we go. They're kicking it off. They're showing Alexander Macklin, and then of course the Northern group that's together. Good job on Josh Alexander getting him a group. I liked it, and they tie wrap, and of course that match is going to be really good on Bound for Glory. And what a match he had over Maple Leaf Pro. Josh Alexander wrestled the whole weekend at Maple Leaf Pro. It was really good. It was really good program. Scott D'Amore, I know we're on the TNA, but he's no longer with TNA, but he's doing a hell of a job. It was just one show for Scott D'Amore, Maple Leaf Pro for the weekend, and that was just, they're a major player. If he needs is the funding financially, I hope he has a silent partner, a partner with some money that could just wants to just make an investment, doesn't want to meddle in the wrestling business, doesn't want to meddle or telling how to run it or how to do things, and just be a silent partner with the finances. Scott D'Amore can make that man money and make that a top 3 for wrestling company in 2025. They'll be easily the up and coming company of the year if he has that right backing financially. Even if he doesn't even if he stays in Maple Leaf Arena or Maple Leaf Gardens, and doesn't come out of Canada and have the wrestlers come to and put on shows there. I think he's so really good in making these matches, and production wise, I think he could do it. And hopefully it leads into a TV deal for Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. I did like hearing Molo Ronald on the commentary. Him and Don Callis, they were really good. Sometimes I wonder how, Don Callis is the heel manager, but sometimes I wonder they're wasting his talent in All Elite Wrestling. I mean, he should be doing a little more. He should be one of the top heel managers with a lot of heat and generating regular heat and having a world champion by his side and creating havoc. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Feel like Don Callis is the sideshow in All Elite Wrestling. Unappreciative. I know he loves it there. I get it, but I think they could do more with Don Callis, in my opinion. All right, here we go. TNA is about to kick off. First matchup. This is for your Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. Hey, Sami Callihan is back. He also signed a contract, the Death Machine. So he's returned to TNA. And it's good. I like Sami Callihan. I like the Death Machine. He's really cool. I like his style, his gimmick, his wrestling. I liked it. That was pretty cool. We got AJ Francis. The Call Your Shot is like a battle royal match up here. I like these kind of different matches from TNA. Their signature. It's not a casino gauntlet title eliminator. They have their Call Your Shot. You win it, it's like kind of a Money in the Bank type of deal. Got Laredo Kid, Jake Something. So we saw Jake Something wrestled for the Gauntlet Cup, the Grail. Frankie Kazarian got drop kicked. Didn't even. Here we go. So we're ready to go. Even got AJ Francis in the match. You got Casey Navarro on the outside. I don't think Casey Navarro is part of the match. I think he's just there with First Class. But here we go. Laredo Kid on the rope here. Nice. With the arm drag. A little too much just to do an arm drag, in my opinion. But it looks good on TV. We go head scissors, Lucha Libre style. As you can see, I got the Lucha Libre luchador in the background. And Jake Something just, here we go. Shoulder. Jake Something. Another shoulder. Oh, just Jake Something is just a specimen of physicality. Love it. But here's AJ Francis from behind. Knocking down Jake Something. Oh, Callahan down AJ Francis being the big bully in the middle of the ring. And there's a backdrop. Now, a big boot to the face, right to Frankie Kazarian. So Francis standing tall. Oh, here's a leapfrog for nope. He caught the Laredo Kid with one hand and slams him down. So AJ Francis, like the big guy that I wanted WWE to book him, you know, that kind of heel, doing good job here in TNA. But now this is the part that kills me about Francis. Francis likes to. I thought he was gonna dive, and he said no. He faked everyone out. Yeah, because I think that's what got you released from the WWE. You know, you went flying and you kind of fell short. Here we go. AJ Francis is Callahan. Oh, Sammy Callahan now. Oh, Callahan gives Navarro a punch in the face. And here's the Death Machine. There we go. You know, Sal Callahan reminds me of a little bit like if Balls Mahoney had a son with kind of like Mick, like Cactus Jack. Oh, what a nice moonsault outside. Like we got the crowd reading TNA. Hey, I think I see Heather. I saw Heather. Yep, I saw Heather, right? One of our chat members here. I saw her. She stand up and she did. Yeah, I saw her. There you go. That's cool. That's cool. She was in attendance, so she told us about it. Nice, nice. Oh, damn, Jake something with a forearm. I like to see when we see our crowd members in the arenas showing up. Oh, Jake something going to fly. Oh, what a move by Jake something. He took everyone up and he leaped turtle that third rope. Love it. Here we go. Sammy Callahan. No, is Callahan going to go flying? No. Callahan is going flying. No, but there's a super. No, Laredo Kid stops that from happening. He's going to go for a power bomb. What is he going to do? No, he's going to throw Laredo Kid out to the outside on everyone. Oh, Sammy Callahan. And my goodness, inflicting violence. Thumbs down below. There's AJ Francis with the big kick to the face. Yo, this is good. What a hot start here for TNA tonight on the Impact Zone. Here we go. He's trying to go for the down payment on Jake something. Down payment for Jake something. Nope. Broken by Jake something with a strong forearm. Now we're getting out. Here we go. Now super kick party on AJ Francis. Callahan with a big punch. So they're going after the big guy. They want a clap going. AJ Francis now being the crash dummy. They're going to pick him up. Jake something is going to powerbomb him. Jake something, all three men holding him up. But Jake something, boom, with the something special slam. Holy crap. And the ring just, everybody went bouncing. AJ Francis, they call him Timber. 1, 2. Francis almost got pinned by Frankie Kazarian. Laredo Kid now with a drop kick, missile drop kick from the top rope. Laredo Kid now comes with a forearm and he attacks Sally Callahan. Laredo Kid now twist the world into a DDT on Jake something. Man, Jake something forehead hit that canvas. Nice one. Good selling there by Jake something. Here's Laredo Kid now. Nope. He moved out of the way. Good job there. Hotch now tries to go with the Grayson Waller with the DDT and got him. He got with the roll into DDT, rolled it around. But now here is Sammy Callahan. Sammy Callahan, what is he going to set him up here for? Power driver? Nope. Nice. Hotch with the Isaguri. Now Hotch outside, super kick right to the face. But now Francis Kazarian with a cutter. He got him with a springboard cutter on Hodge. 1, 2. Oh, kicked out at 2. Frankie Kazarian was this close of winning Call Your Shot. And man, on a beautiful cutter, he just springboarded him into the ropes and caught him in the air. A cutter, AKO Randy Orton style. And Frankie Kazarian, the veteran, the king of the self-proclaimed king of TNA. Is he going to do for Alabama Slam? He's going to, no, let me see. Super kick by Laredo Kid into the Canadian Destroyer by Hodge. Now Laredo Kid. Here's Hodge. Oh, coup de grace stomp in the air. Wow, that's some height. But there's a clothesline by Jake something. Look at Jake something hulking up there. Let's go. Jake something. Oh, he misses the spear. Callahan now with a stunner. But he still wants to keep with a clap. He wants the clap going. Callahan now. Thumbs up. No. Frankie Kazarian with the chicken wing sleeper. Nope. Callahan now is going to take Kazarian and power driver. He got him with the power driver. Here's a pin. 1, 2. Nope. AJ Francis comes in with a knee, but AJ Francis opportunistic. 1, 2. And he got it. AJ Francis gets the pin. AJ Francis. So AJ Francis will be going for Bound for Glory. Nice. That was a good one. Different match. I like it. Fast paced. Everyone got their offenses in. It was pretty cool. Call your shot, Gauntlet. So he will enter. Remember, Kazarian is going to enter first. Okay. Nice. So he has the 20 spot. So AJ Francis will get the 20 spot. Okay. Now I get it. Wow. So AJ Francis is going into number 20. All right. There we go. Jonathan Gresham being interviewed in the back. It's funny. A couple of weeks ago, it was Jonathan Gresham who was like a heel with like a black ink. Now like the role reversal here. Okay. He's talking about that right now in a promo, by the way. All right. He dropped the expletive, but they bleeped it. Okay. He just reminded himself that he's the best wrestler in the world, one of the best wrestlers in the world. And he just reminded himself, and he got out of that depressive state of mind that he was in. All right. And remember who he was. He threw an F-bomb there, but we get the logistics of it. Gresham is a hell of a wrestler. It's just right. Gresham is a great wrestler. Awesome. It's just one thing that hampers him from being a mega star or superstar in the wrestling industry is his height. And of course you shouldn't, and that shouldn't stop anyone, but Rey Mysterio had a lucha libre background. I don't know how much of a ring grappler or ring technician at that height could take you, how far it will take you in the wrestling industry or the wrestling business, especially in the big companies, because you kind of want to see, not for nothing, I guess wrestling company like Vince McMahon and WWE always put us in our mind to train us that we want to see titans. We want to see larger than life persona like an Andre the Giant, the big persona type of deal, Undertaker. These guys were titans of 6'6" and up. Even the Hulkster, what was it, 6'5", 6'7"? John Cena, 6'3". That's why I think we get a little bit I don't want to say because of the height we don't like it. It's like that's why I don't think Daniel Bryan didn't resonate. I know people liked it when the Yes Movement, but hell of a wrestler, but wasn't really the face of the company for so long. They like the larger than life persona, and you have to have charisma. That's where Flair, Flair is not the tallest guy in the world, but Flair could cut a promo, has that charisma, that swagger, that aura. That's different. And I don't know if Gresham has that. Gresham hasn't showed that. Jordan Kirby, what's going on, Jordan? I miss seeing you. I haven't seen you in a while. Please, for the love of God, let Joe Henry beat Nick Nemeth for the world title. I think that's happening, Jordan. I think they're gonna test the waters with Joe Henry as your world champion, I think they're going to pull the trigger. I think Nick Nemeth might take a little bit of a sabbatical or off of wrestling for a little bit. Remember, he does a comedy tour with his brother. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to go to New Japan and do some wrestling there as well. You know, and hey, I'm not going to lie. I think maybe the con man AEW might be thinking of scooping up a Nick Nemeth. They, you know, it wouldn't surprise me one bit, especially if they, you know, we've seen a lot of collaboration between TNA and NXT. No Nick Nemeth. You know, you want to kind of have your world champion. You know, we saw Jordan Grace already show up with the Knockouts title. We haven't seen the men's world champion show up. I don't know if Nick Nemeth doesn't want to go back, or it's not, you know, a little bit sore subject for him. That's why I could see a Joe Henry go with the title, show up in NXT with the title and so forth, and then you know, you never know. You never know. Remember, this Wednesday they're going to be at the 2300 Arena. Wouldn't you want? Put it this way. Let me plant this seed. Would you want to see Joe Henry versus Trick Williams with both TNA champion and the NXT champion? They have mutual respect for one another. Where they're going to say, you know what? Why don't we show, you know, you're champion, I'm a champion, not title for title. We do a no title. See which is the best champion between us. Maybe at an NXT pay-per-view on Deadline. You know, NXT has Deadline, or Trick goes to Final Resolution, or whatever the case it is, and you can have a champion versus champion, NXT's men versus TNA's men's champion. We already had it with Roxanne and Jordan Grace. We kind of left the men out. We want to see that. You never know. Who's better, Nick Nemeth or Dolph Ziggler? That's an interesting question. I think Dolph Ziggler in the WWE, whenever you wanted him in his storylines, were very compelling, because he kind of had a lot of compelling storylines, whether, you know, working away from Big E and all the storylines that Nick Nemeth was in was really very interesting. But the problem is, you're going to remember the last thing that happened with Nick Nemeth in the WWE, or Dolph Ziggler in the WWE, which was kind of like he was going after Gunther. What was it that it started and stopped, and then he went away, remembering him losing the NXT title to Braun Breaker. You know, it was like he was brought out whenever they needed him, you know, to tell him, you know, I remember, put the damn chicken wing, damn it, get out there, pal, for Nick Nemeth. But in TNA and outside, the most wanted man gimmick for Nick Nemeth, very good job. Very good job seeing him in AAA, Mexico. Also, don't forget the JBL situation. What's going on with that? Is that where, you know, is JBL taking him elsewhere to AAA Mexico, or we've seen him on MLW? You know, I think Nemeth might want to do a couple run, whatever's going on with JBL, whatever group, whatever they have that in mind. They look like they're going to pro. They're going cross promoting different wrestling companies, and I don't know. It's interesting on that one. That's a good question there, Nick Nemeth. What's your preference, Jordan? I know I was long tooth there, as we seen Santana cutting a promo. Yeah, the dude still lives in New York City. I don't know if he's still the House of Glory World Champion. You know what? I think he still is. He's going to take on Moose. That's going to be a good one. Santana versus Moose. That's going to be a good one. And by the way, what a kudos to him in reinventing himself, or solo. No, you know, we all know from LAX with Ortiz, and Santana's just standing on his own, bright star. This guy, if this guy was become another free agent, he's going to be wanted by a lot of different companies, even, you know, as a single competitor. We got Ash by Elegance here. Here we go. Ash by Elegance coming out. with the conciliere. So we're going to see Heather Reckless with a makeover. Now, this was another gimmick with the makeover, was kind of NXT before Gigi Dolan got injured. You remember how Adriana Grace was going to make over Gigi? So it's nothing wrong with that. If they borrow that, that's cool. It's a launch party and they're booing her. And Dana Brooks is like shocked. Well, I still call it Dana Brooks, but it's Ash by Elegance. What kind of... They're using Audi's champagne, I see. Well, they put a label on her, but I know that's from Aldi's. I know that label. So they got sparkling champagne or sparkling white wine from Aldi's, and they put Ash by Elegance picture on it. I mean, that's not bad. So on that table right there, they spent was it $15, 4 bottles of the sparkling champagne. All right. All right, we're gonna see Heather Reckless. Heather by Elegance. Okay. Let's see the makeover here. I see. Okay. Okay. So she put on a little black dress, necklace, and about half a stick of red lipstick, and she's out. She goes. Okay. And layered her hair. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the makeover for Heather Reckless. And the crowd. Listen to the crowd. They called her basic. So they called her a basic white girl on TV. Oh my God. The Nashville crowd is relentless. They call her a basic white girl. My goodness. So I guess Ash by Elegance, I guess she took her as a protege. Unless if she snaps, because there's a couple of pulls. There's a couple of champagne, I guess. They look like someone's gonna get dosed with that. Let's see. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's Audi brand. All right, we're waiting. Wait a minute. We got an interruption here. Here we go. Here's Zyla Brookside. Okay. Zaya Brookside. Well, she could use a makeover. I'm listening to this because this is yeah. He called them fake. Yeah, this segment is a little. Oh, so she's actually defending Brittany Reese. All right, so I better watch their backs. Oh, Brittany Reese is there. All right, so Brittany Reese is back into the Impact Zone, and Brittany Reese is out there. And there she is. And now both ladies, they're going to go into the punch bowl. They're going into the punch bowl, and they will go in there, and they got all wet. So makeover down the toilet. Dana, actually, Ash is screaming. Okay, so she's screaming her makeup. All right, they're saying you deserve it. Good to see Brittany Reese getting some TV time on the Impact Zone. NXT's Brittany Reese. All right, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Dana, Ash by Elegance is forcing her cries and screams. That was, I'm not going to lie, guys, that was a little cringy. Yeah, that was a little cringy. Just Ash forcing her screams and cries, and you ruined, yeah, she's not, she's not the sharpest tool in the shed there with her acting, but she's just better off wrestling. Give us the wrestling. This segment, I could care less for it. All right, we got a commercial. We got a little bit of a commercial break here, a little break in the action. Again, this is the go-home show for TNA. Bound for Glory this Saturday, their biggest show of the year. We're going to have some Hall of Fame induction. Rhino, congratulations to Rhino getting into TNA Hall of Fame. Definitely there. And the other gentleman, I'm not sure familiar with him. I guess he's one of the first TNA creators of the program. So behind the scene guy, he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame for TNA as well. Not familiar with him, so I do apologize on that one. We saw the ratings came out. The ratings came out this week. Once again, NXT tops up All Elite Wrestling at 702,000 plus to 637,000, which is not a bad number for All Elite as well. But TNA, I wish they were on one of these networks as well, because I think they could get 500,000 as well. The way they're compelling TV, they could get 500,000 easily. There's just the access channel is a tough channel. Not everyone has it on their programs. Not everyone has it on their packages with either Spectrum, Time Warner, Cox. I know DirecTV has it, but all their others, Fubo. If you're streaming on Fubo, if you have it on any of those platforms, it's tough to get. It's tough to get it. And I'm pretty sure they could really give a good run for the money. My opinion. All right, we're waiting for a commercial to return. I like when it's nonstop action, and they've been giving it, but that whole women's segment, I understand why they do it. Brittany Reese wants to get her revenge, and that might lead to a match this Saturday. Maybe at the the pre-kickoff show. Maybe you have Brittany Reese with Zaya Brookside taking on Ash by Elegance and Heather Reckless. You never know. That might be the match. They might give you that match. Kicking off Bound for Glory. Why not? As long as I get Brittany Reese gets some more reps for the NXT brand into TNA television, why not? As my camera keeps moving, circulating. We got the commercial still. Do the Hardy Boys get there? Do the Hardy Boys absolutely get the tag team titles this week? Do they win it at Bound for Glory? It'll be interesting to see. We saw already the promo from Mike Santana on Moose. They'll be having a match on Bound for Glory. I think that's going to be a big one. It's just a straight up match. I kind of would have liked a tables match or some type of a gimmick match between Santana and Moose. Something, like damn. But if they're going to have a match there, a no disqualification, but then you're going to have the interference of the system, but some type of a gimmick match. But I guess they're going to go with a straight match between them two. Not bad either way. They're going to put on a banger of a match between these two big guys. So I can't wait to see that. Of course, Nick Nemeth versus Joe Hendry. And of course, the full mayhem. Full mayhem. Okay, so the match that was there was the Scramble Madness. All right. All right, here we go. We got the walking weapon coming out. Here it is. Here we go. Jonathan Gresham versus Josh Alexander. Finally, we got some. This is going to be good. The Northern Armory. That's the name. I was like, damn, it was the Northern. I was going to almost call them the Northern Lights, but the Northern Armory. Like it. The walking weapon. I wonder if anybody's returning like a tag team to stand alongside Steve Macklin. This was a good one to see, like a subculture returning back here. All right, here's Jonathan Gresham. This is going to be a hell of a match here. As Josh Alexander is raiding in the ring as Jonathan Gresham makes his way. Of course, he comes out to his traditional octopus mask, his red long trench. Love it. The presentation is awesome. It's just, again, with Jonathan Gresham, his wrestling is great and all. It's just his height, man. Just wish he was a bit taller. But he's a hell of a wrestler, hell of an entertainer. Here we go. Two professional pure wrestlers here between Alexander and Gresham. It's going to be a good one. Here we go. This is what I want to see. Okay. Gresham sticks his hand out for a show of respect, and Josh Alexander just kicks it. Uncharacteristic of Josh Alexander. He normally was the one that shakes hands and all that, kicks it. So he's embracing this total heel for Josh Alexander. And look at this. He's trying to chase down Gresham. Gresham ducking and moving. Referee getting in the middle of this here. Back him up. Let's go. There we go. They're trying to lock up. Good job by Gresham. No armbar here by Alexander. They turn it back again as they reverse positions here. There you go. Takes him down on the mat, but here's head scissor. Kick out. Gresham on his feet. And Alexander, good job there. All right, there we go. Trent, what's going on? Trent is in the building. The World Championship match is going to be interesting. Who do you like for that world title? You think do you believe, or you think Nemeth retains and he continues, the most wanted man continues to be wanted with the TNA strap? Here's a wrist lock back and forth. Alexander in control of the wrist lock here. Now Alexander working on the wrist here on Gresham. Gresham trying to reverse it. Gresham trying to get the back position here, but Gresham is still in some pain as Alexander holds on to that wrist lock. Now he reverses it again. Alexander still holds that wrist lock, won't let it go. And he, look at this, back and forth, trying to counter, trying to get out of that wrist lock. And Alexander staying with it. There's a roll. No, Alexander won't let go of it. And he just turns it again. Now, there's a rope break. Yeah, referee, do your job. It's a rope break, and there's a monkey flip there, but Alexander still holds control to the wrist lock. So yeah, Gresham tried to monkey flip him over, and Alexander kept the wrist lock, and Alexander holding on to rope once the rake broke. And nope, Alexander won't let it go. But now Gresham. What is Gresham doing here? Nope. Okay. Gresham spins. There is a nice armbar here on takedown. And Alexander will go to the outside. Oh, no, but Gresham follows him with a springboard. But, oh, down goes Alexander. And Alexander kept him and rammed him into the post. That wasn't the sharpest. That was a little sloppy. I mean, you try to catch someone up springboarding on top of you at that weight. Gresham he might be short, but he looks like he's a stocky short guy, man. He's full of muscles. And there is Alexander working on the back of Gresham. Outside in the apron. Referee has the count, but both men get in the ring now. There's a kick by Josh Alexander in the back. As we got picture here. And there's keep working on the back. Josh Alexander just continues to put forearms to the back of Jonathan Gresham after he just rammed him onto the post and onto the apron, working on the back. He's softening the back. Gresham is in some pain. You can see that there as the Northern Armory looks on the apron. And there's some elbows by Gresham. Gresham now hits the ropes, and there's a knee. Now Gresham, no, Alexander what are you gonna do? Sidewalk slam? No, a knee breaker. So he gave him a back breaker there with his knee. Typical back breaker. Here's a cover. And to put insult, Alexander just stopped the count. He had the forearm. He could have had the pin there. He wants to inflict more pain on Gresham. Oh, back to the back. He attacks it with a forearm right to the back of Jonathan Gresham. Gresham riding in some pain. You can see it in his face. Oh, raking the eye by Josh Alexander. He's raking the eyes again. Now he hits him in the back. But there's a chop by Gresham. Knife edge chops to the chest here. And there's a stiff forearm. Little stiff forearms there. Back and forth. Turns out into a strong style. And Gresham hits the deck. And he's frustrated. There's a forearm to Josh Alexander. Now we got a middle strong style in the middle of the ring. And Gresham takes a hard shot and goes down. And Gresham is frustrated. He's giving Josh's all these shots. And Josh don't go down. He's taking it like nothing. And then there's a knee. And Gresham goes down. Now he's stretching him. He's got him in a stretch on the back. He's stretching the back there. Is he going to tap out? No. Okay, Gresham working. Gresham is trying to reverse this or break out of that. And no, Josh Alexander continues to put pain, continues to keep those arms apart. Gresham trying to flip over. Okay. Got back on his feet, tries to reverse this. No, Alexander. Scoop, body slam. Just the same old body slam. And he's in pain because he's been working on the back of Jonathan Gresham. So Gresham, after that body slam, is in some pain. This is all Alexander. Now, he just puts his foot on his face and smiles on it and pins his head down to the apron with his foot. Boot to face. Alexander now kicking Gresham in the head. And Gresham gets on his feet, and there's a chop. There's a forearm, and Gresham goes down to the knees. He can't seem to hurt Alexander. Alexander with the most vicious shot. And Alexander toying, that's all you have? And Gresham is getting frustrated because he's giving him all he's got. And again, forearms, and he's just eating it. Forearms. And there's a forearm, and Gresham goes down. He pops up into a pop-up enziguri. Now Josh Alexander still stunned a little bit. Now Gresham again with some drop kicks to the kneecaps. I never seen that there. He's so short. He's drop kicking to the kneecaps. Here's a roll, and there's another drop kick to the knees. Like Gresham on fire. Is he going to go for a bet? Is he going to go for a suplex? Nope. Gresham again to the springboard. No. Oh, into an arm drag. So he springboarded into an arm drag. Okay. He did. All right. Gresham. Here goes Gresham now. Suicide dive. Gresham again. Another suicide dive. And he's still on his feet. Josh Alexander is not going down. But he's stunned, but not going down off his knee. The crowd wants one more time. Gresham is going to do one more time. And Alexander still don't go down. And we see the Norman Armory concern, but Josh Alexander is taking it. Here's another. Gresham again, and still. Okay, pal, he's not going down. Give it a rest. He's going to do it again. Oh, he flipped over. Now here's a moonsault and takes him down. Nice moonsault by Gresham. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Williams and Icarus got involved, and Gresham took him out with a cutter. But the referee, why did he allow that? I guess he let it. Referee counting his count. Count him out already. Referee's count is at 4. You see Miss Heather Wright. I see Miss Heather Wright there. There's a kick. Nope. You stomp on his toes. What is the Gresham going to do here? Is he going to do a octopus stretch? Yep. He's going for the octopus stretch. He got him in the center of the ring, too. I don't think he has it fully locked in. So here's Travis Williams getting involved here. And Gresham made the mistake of letting him go. Now got his back to Josh Alexander. Alexander misses with the forearm. Misses. Here's a springboard caught by Gresham. Now Gresham goes to the outside and takes out Williams on the barricade. So he's fighting a match 1-on-3. Now Gresham springboards. Oh, he missed. So he totally botched that one. Now he got in a Hurricanrana. 1, 2. Nope. Kick out by 2. So I got a little wonky here. So there was a sloppy off the ropes by Gresham. He slipped. And then Josh Alexander recovered there. Now we got both men in the middle of the ring. Josh Alexander's headgear came off. So he's wrestling without the headgear. But he's going to go for the C4. Nope. Gresham. There's a stiff forearm. But now they're going to go back and forth with the strong style in the middle of the ring. Forearm to forearm shots. There you go. Back and forth. And Josh Alexander hit a hell of a strong forearm. Gresham now hits the ropes. Tooth the world, and there's the arm drag. Roll him over for pin. 1, 2. Nope. Kick out at 2. No, he misses with the insecurity. Ankle lock. Ankle lock, ankle lock, ankle lock. So Josh Alexander has the ankle lock. Josh and Gresham is in the middle of the ring. Will he tap? I think he will. Nope. So he sent him to the middle of the turnbuckle. Remember, he doesn't have his helmet gear. He gives it to the referee. Oh, he used a weapon. So he hit a weapon. So he used a piece of weapon on the head, and he's going to go for the C4 spike, and that's it. This should do it. Good night. Octopus has been served. All right. But there you go. Josh Alexander beats Gresham. Now he calls his partners from the Northern Armory to come up. Let's see if they beat him up. Shenanigans afterwards. Yeah, they're going to beat him up. Oh, here's Steve Macklin with a chair. So Steve Macklin comes to the aid. But now they're beating up on him. Wait, he really is hell bent to get Alexander. But now the Northern Armory continues to beat him up as Josh Alexander leaves the ring and leaves both of his partners from the Northern Armory. But he gets the chair. Macklin's about to get hit with the chair. Yep. Boom. Into the midsection with the chair and right to the back. Bakata. See, Macklin takes a chair shot. Down goes Macklin. Oh, back to the tie wraps again. They're going to tie wrap him. Yep. They're going to handcuff him. They're going to zip tie him. And they continue to beat him up. So something's going to have to happen with Macklin. He's going to need, there's got to be a returning tag team or someone to help out Macklin this match here. Not tonight, but at Bound for Glory. Yeah, they zip tied Macklin in between the middle ropes. Here comes security now. Where's Santino Marella? Where's the authority? All right, so they're beating up on Steve Macklin. Chris is in the building. What's going on, Chris? He's back with us here. Damn, what a kick. So Steve Macklin is totally zip tied in the middle rope, and he's at the mercy here, and the security wants to get in the ring, but the Northern Armory doesn't allow it. Macklin is smiling with a cut nose. He's bleeding on the side of the nose, and he's smiling at him. Like, yeah, that's all you got, pal? Steve Macklin it's hardcore, man. He's like the modern day version of Tommy Dreamer, if you really ask me. Here we go. We got some wrestlers coming out. We got Sami Callihan. We got Ace Steel. Ace Steel coming out. Oh, Steve Macklin says you're not in my league. I like this attitude change from Josh Alexander, showing him a little bit of an edge personality. Yeah, I like that. I like this attitude from Steve Macklin and from Josh Alexander. I like that. Here we go. All right. Up next, the Hardys and ABC taking on the System. That's going to be good. I thought this one, not for nothing, I hyped up. I got all hyped up for this match. It was not all to hang home about. The Jonathan Gresham and Alexander, they could have put a better match. I get it that was a 4 of a 10. I'm sorry. That wasn't really I tried to go. I was excited. I thought they were going to put on a banger. Like, last week, it was just the whole card was just, I guess if I'm going to live it up to last week's standards, right now, that match was it was a 4. Not because Gresham slipped on the ropes. It's just he kept going with the wrist lock and then he was drop kicking into the kneecap. I mean, I don't know. It just I thought he was gonna. I seen better matches from Jonathan Gresham. Much better matches. We got a commercial. Wow. So pretty much tomorrow night's Friday Night SmackDown from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn for WWE almost sold out. There's only a limited amount of tickets left. I mean, that arena, we know that's a big arena. It holds around. Well, it's currently set up for 13, and they were currently at 1146. So they're almost close to a sellout. Not quite sold out. And I don't get. And again, I understand why they book these places at times, but why would you book the attendance is low for All Elite Wrestling. You book big arenas, and then when you do book arenas that are pretty decent size, you put them in the middle of nowhere. Like no disrespect or nothing, but why would you do a show in Iowa? I mean, Grand Rapids, Iowa, your big television show. WWE does that. They do super shows. You don't see them doing Monday Night Raws from those arenas. Again, no disrespect to the people out there, but you're not a major market to draw. Grand Rapids, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm like, I don't know. You got to go to the big cities right now and get the momentum. Then you go to those arenas afterwards. Not looking to get a big number in those places where people are not coming out. Wow, Rangers truck 3-1 after 2. Remember the Florida Panthers were the one that eliminated the Rangers. We're still waiting on the commercial. They're still on the commercial. These Access TV normally has commercial that are pretty extended long. All right, we're waiting for this. So far, Impact has been okay. This go home show has been okay. It felt last week should have been the go home show. As of right now, we still got another hour of Impact. We still got some good matches coming up. Hopefully, they pick it up. But it started off hot. Then I thought the Ash by Elegance makeover was a little bit down, and then this match, I was like, all right, they'll pick it back up with this match. Other than Josh Alexander showing us why he's a real heel, I did like him being the heel and beating up and zip tying Macklin and then beating him up because of course you want to see that match. Wants you to draw you to watch the Bound for Glory, but other than that, it's been a little underwhelming in my opinion. The Santana promos have been great, although they're going to replay it again. Okay, now he's in the Bronx. Okay. That's right. That's home. Bronx. All right, so they show Eastman. They show them when he lives in East Manhattan, now where he grew up in the Bronx. Okay. He's sitting at the famous stairs of the Joker. You know that movie, The Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix. Those are famous stairs. He's on East 163rd Street. Of course, the big pun mural. All right, he's all right. You know what I noticed? I mean, I wish Heather was here because Heather's more of a TNA savant. If does TNA do steel cage? This should have been on a steel cage. They should have done this in a steel cage match. Santana versus Moose. Because they can't have a no disqualification because the system won't interfere. Doing good. And you? Oh, we got Wendy Chu coming out. Here we go. Wendy Chu and Rosemary. NXT. Wendy Chu. I like this. I like these two together. It works for both brands. You see, I like to see Rosemary on NXT to wrestle. She goes get some reps with the ladies, especially Wendy Chu. I like this Nightmare Chu that she's turned into. Now she looks at the camera and turns her head. Love it. Good job on Wendy. No, it doesn't feel like it's been a while since TNA had a cage match. Yeah, that would have been the perfect time, Chris, to do the cage. Maybe they don't own a cage. Maybe they don't own a cage. That's why we haven't seen it because of the budget cuts or whatever the case is. But man, that would have been a great cage match between Ortiz and Moose at Bound for Glory. If you want to do that, that's where you do it at Bound for Glory. Here we go. Here is one half of the Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Judy Threat. Yeah, get out of the way. You almost get the cameraman. Didn't she comes out like a house of fire. Okay, so Danny Nuna's not there in Nashville, dealing with some personal issues right now. So right now Jody's by herself. She's in some trouble. But that's cool. That's cool. Oh, turning point. Okay. All right. Wendy Chu in the middle of the ring, chasing after Jody, looking nutty. Here we go. She got her by her foot. Okay. What was all right? Wendy Chu. They get side headlock by Jody. There's a shoulder. Wendy Chu just got up. Little, oh, there you go, rising methodically Undertaker-ish. Man, Wendy Chu gets back up again. Jody puts her in the middle of the rope. Yeah, Wendy's wrestling different from her normal. There you go. Jody just keeps putting some forearm shots. Oh, nice suplex. Beautiful suplex by Jody and Chu gets out of the ring. That was a nice suplex. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. She's going. There's a slide. There we go. Jody in some control here. You should take a picture of this. There you go. She's doing it in front of the cameraman. No, Wendy Chu gets out of that one. Wendy now. Nope. Jody continues to hit the forearm. But here's Rosemary. Rosemary got one for her troubles. But right into the post goes Jody. Right into the steel post. As Wendy Chu gets back in the ring here. Slowly but surely. Headbutt by Wendy Chu. Down goes Jody. Heather, what's going on? Heather Wright. Did you spot a chick behind the right turnbuckle near the Titantron with blonde glasses and a gray brush? Yeah, I saw that. We've been. If your ears were ringing, we were saying Heather. I think that's Heather, guys. I saw it. We saw you in the where the matchup where AJ Francis got the number 20 spot. I saw you stand up. Now, Heather, let me ask you. You're the savant here with the TNA a little more than myself and Chris. When was the last time TNA had a steel cage match? I kind of wanted to see Moose and Santana in the steel cage match for Bound for Glory because it kind of would have made awesome. Yeah, I was cheesing about AJ Francis. Yeah, I saw you. That was cool. Yeah, we popped. If you put the beginning of the video or later on, you see we called you out. And definitely I popped. I said that's Heather. That's Heather. We were more excited to see you cheering than the wrestling than AJ Francis actually winning. But that's so good. Uh-oh, here goes Wendy Chu. Oh, Wendy Chu with that drop kick right in the face. Heather, you know what? I was disappointed that Josh Alexander and Jonathan Gresham match. That was a little underwhelming. I thought I was all excited thinking it was going to be great. And then the Ash by Elegance makeover was another. It just sucked the air out of that opening contest with with all the competitors there for call your shots. And cool, kudos that they allow here the women to do the crossover hour match here between Jody and Wendy Chu. Double cross body there. Damn. Referee keeps the count. Oh, both ladies in the middle of the ring, forehead to forehead. Here we go. They're both nose to nose, forehead to forehead, and now they're gonna go back and forth with Wendy Chu. She turns and gives a straight forearm. Now Jody's turn. The Wild Child giving some forearms, and Chu's just taking it. And Chu now goes down, but little dazed. Jody now, what she gonna do? Oh, damn. Caught her with a double boot to the head. Oh, double knees. Oh, geez. The venues in TNA do usually aren't big enough for a cage match. That's what the Monster Ball matches are. Really, I thought that Ash segment was hilarious. It was, but on TV it was a little. It didn't look good on TV. In the arena, it might have been, but on TV it wasn't. It didn't come across so elegantly. I was like, okay. I like the chant that you guys brought out there on Nashville. That was a funny chant. I started laughing. Called her basic, basic white girl. I was like, damn, y'all cruel. Uh oh. I could imagine. That kind of saved that a little bit. That was funny. I did pop for that one. I could imagine when you the basic white girl. Yeah, that was hysterical. That was funny. That was good. That was innovative by the crowd. What the hell was that? Someone threw a pillow? Oh, Rosemary got a piece here and it caused an interference, and that should be do it for Wendy Chu. Yep. Wendy Chu pinned one half of the TNA Knockouts champion. So, hey, they might Wendy Chu might be the first NXT to hold TNA gold cross promotion here with Rosemary. Unless if Tatum Paxley interferes here, because they kind of took her away on Saturday on Tuesday. Oh, we got the system. Yeah, you look right, that tag team is good. That tag team is very good. I really like that tag team between these ladies. Those ladies, yeah. Remember, Wendy's pillow will always be loaded. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, we'll be on. We'll be on. Yeah, absolutely. The stream is on there. The stream is ready to go. We'll have Canary on. Canary will be off. Of course, there's a 3 hour difference. She's in the West Coast, so it gets hard. It's hard for her to get home with drive and traffic, and then to come on. Usually, it's supposed to be me and Canary do tonight. The TNA coverage, but she'll be on to Saturday night. We'll be doing this. Yeah, Moose is getting better on the promo. I know he has a little bit of that lisp, but Moose has gotten much better on his promos. I'm a big fan of Moose, so I can't deny saying that I like Moose. I'm a fan of Moose. No problem. Did you like Maple Leaf? I don't know. We got to or we did it. If I forgot, if you told me or not. Did you like Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling? We might have asked you that question. Remember, I speak to so many different people on don't recall your answer on that one. I don't know if he's Chris. I don't know if Moose is gonna ever go to the WWE as a WWE contract wrestler. He just re-signed with TNA. He wanted to stay in TNA and he had offers from the WWE. That's what I was told, but he likes TNA, and then he says he's gonna retire after his contract is up. Well, a lot of things can happen, Chris. People could change their mind, but I don't know. Yeah, the machine guns. I'll tie like that. Yeah, the Maple Leaf Prof was bomb. It helps. Yeah, I think he's going to. I think 2025, Heather, we're gonna Maple Leaf Pro is gonna go up and running with some shows from the Maple Leaf Gardens. I think they're trying to secure that arena for them. Hopefully, they do a weekly show, episodic weekly show there with some wrestlers. That he could back and forth. And I hope yeah, it's good for Canadian wrestling. There's a lot of good Canadian wrestlers out there that he could work there and another wrestling company. Definitely. Yeah, I know. I was happy to see when Alex and Chris SmackDown. Yeah, they're gonna wrestle tomorrow. Against the DYI. That's gonna be really good between that tag team. Number one contenders match. That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be a good tag team match. And Barclay in Brooklyn, yeah, they're gonna tear the house down. Yeah, they were great last Friday. I hope they get high speed in the tournament. Yes, high seed. Yeah, they will. They will. They will. I was I was happy for them. Very extremely happy. You could tell they were a little nervous. You could see in their face they were just a little bit a tad nervous between them, but hey, that's okay to feel nervous. It's all right. You saw them nervous, and you saw this Monday. Um, what's it? Lillian Garcia was a little nervous doing a little ring announcer, but that's okay. That's normal. That's normal. That's being a human. They're not robots. To see Lillian Garcia get a little bit nervous there. And of course, if you're watching TNA, the remainder of the year, you got 3 pay-per-views. You got Bound for Glory, Final Resolution, and they just mentioned the other one. Plus the weekly for $35. Can't go wrong with that. She's gonna be full time, Heather. Lillian Garcia says she's gonna be full time. Yeah. No, she's gonna stay. They're not gonna change. I don't know. But she says she's gonna be full time ring announcer for the WWE. So I don't know if it's for the remainder of the year and they bring someone in. I don't know. I think they keep Lillian. Her voice sounds great as long as her voice is healthy and she wants to do it. I think she'll be more than capable of doing it. She looked like she didn't lost a step. Her voice sounds the same. And you really don't focus too much on the internet. Yeah, absolutely. The only difference between her and Samantha Irving that you got to see Samantha Irving more colorful on Twitter, on Twitter and on Instagram. That's all. Yeah, he always wanted the machine guns for a while. Yeah, he was a big fan of. He's been a big fan of the machine guns. Wanted them to the WWE, especially when they decided they were going to be free agents. We were like, I don't know if they go to the WWE. AEW likes to. Those are kind of like those type of tag teams they scoop up. I'm actually so enamored that they went to the WWE. I'm like definitely, even if I don't care about their age, just go out there and do your tag team. We want at least to see you. Oh, it's a triple main event this week. Okay, for Bound for Glory. I don't know. Frankie Kazarian got something up his sleeves. The special guest referee. Let me ask you guys, who do you think wins the knockouts title? I think Marsha takes this title. I think she's gonna beat Jordan Grace. Oh, it's a ladders match. Full Metal Mayhem is it's a ladder match. I guess it's another word of TLC. Yeah, Marsha. You going with Marsha too? Yeah, I think Marsha gets it. Oh yeah, the tag team titles is this Spitfire versus Wendy Chu and Rosemary. Okay, Monsters Ball. Oh, here we go, Monsters Ball. PCO versus Matt Cardona, the Indie God. And they got a sponsor too for that match. They're making good money. TNA that can help. Macklin versus Alexander. Moose versus Mike Santana. Countdown. It starts at 6:45. We'll be on. I think we're on at that time. Rhino and Bob Ryder. So your Koya Shark Gauntlet match is pretty much who's going to be the next person to fight for the world title, pretty much. All right, we go. They made it. They made it. I knew they were going to do it in the countdown. Heather and Ash versus Brookside, and good to see Brittany Reese on a TNA pay-per-view too. Good job. I like it. No problem, Heather. Here's the system. The system with Alicia Edwards. Let's go. We're gonna have the Hardys coming out here. ABC. Absolutely, yeah. I'll definitely be doing that pre-show. Got Brittany Reese there. Hey, there's Grandma with the. There's Heather. Grandma with the cane. Grandma wants to hit Moose with the cane. Yeah, she's a feisty lady there. Whoa, look at Grandma. Feisty with the cane. I'll put that cane on you. Here we go. He's Alicia Edwards. Indeed. The old lady had me popping, Chris. That was cool with the cane. Here's ABC, the best tag team right now, in my opinion, in the whole wrestling and all across the wrestling companies. To me, they're the best. The best young wrestling tag team right now. You know, you could say you, of course, you still got your Sheen Guns. They're still good. You got the Bucks. We know the names, but I mean, right now, pound for pound, they're the best right now. Right now, up and coming tag teams, or the best tag team currently right now. Here's the Hardys, man. One thing, I'm so happy for the Hardys because the TNA fans are so happy to see him back, see them both back, and see them both there, taking advantage of their opportunities there. That's great for the Hardys. Good for them. I hope they win the gold. I hope they win the gold this Saturday. And here's a caveat: the Hardys don't like their song, but they're so famous and they're known for that song, but they kind of hate this. They hate that intro song. They said by them. Delete, 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 delete. Jeff Hardy giving out some free stuff. There we go. T-shirts. 8-man tag action. Let's go. I think Chris Bay is going to start the match first. There we go. Yep. Chris Bay, and is it going to be Dirty Dango or JDC, whatever you want? Nope. It's going to be Moose. Yo, Moose. Moose wants to start it off. Damn. Moose and Chris Bay. Wow. Here we go. Chris Bay and Moose. Damn, Moose is so big over Chris Bay, but Moose misses with the kick. There's a forearm. Nope. Like, come on, man. Moose looked at him like and gave him a kick to the face. Come on. This guy here, he just botted him like a flea. You saw that there? He's like, yeah, come on. Chris Bay not going to the turn. Moose now. Nope. He misses. Drop kick. He tags his partner, Austin. Ace Austin and Chris Bay, both the ABC working on Moose there. Here we go. JDC now. And he gets flying for thank you for your troubles. But now, oh, here we go. Here comes the champions, Edwards and Myers. And here's the Hardys. Oh, chaos now. Oh, here's Vintage Jeff. Boom. Now Austin Bay. Now, okay, here we go. Chris Bay now with a European uppercut. Delete, delete, delete. The crowd in TNA deleting. Oh, double clothesline by Jeff Hardy. Oh. Ace Austin goes springboard. Now here comes Chris Bay with his springboard. His springboard party. Double clothesline, double springboard party. Let's go. Is it going to commercial or are we going to picture in picture? Nope, commercial. So we got a commercial break. I like that start. That tag team mayhem there. Full Metal Mayhem. So we saw TKO Endeavor. They just purchased a they made an acquisition. I believe they purchased a rodeo. Bull riding. So a professional, I guess it's PBR IMG. I think they're going to I think TKO is going to get the market on these sports. When I mean sports, like the like rodeo, wrestling, MMA, mixed martial arts. That's why, again, it goes back to my theory that TKO Endeavor is going to end up purchasing this company right now. The TNA brand. I think the TKO company is they're going to buy this TNA along with Victor FC. That's just my opinion. I keep saying that. I have no facts, haven't read it, I haven't seen it. It's just by the tea leaves, just by seeing it. The working relationship with WWE. TKO says, maybe they were the one that facilitated and wanted to see WWE work with TNA. See if these two companies could work and be under the same umbrella, parent company umbrella. If they could work, if they could coexist, if there's not going to be any politics where it's not worth, then if they, let's say there was some animosity or not working nice with one another, then TKO won't think about purchasing TNA because they already have a wrestling company. They don't want turmoil. They want collaboration. And if they see WWE collaborating with TNA, TKO, I still think TKO purchase it along with Victor FC because now the UFC could put a Victor FC as a kind of like an NXT type for the women. It's still a major fighting company, but they could call up the women from Invicta FC onto the UFC roster and put them on, fight night or so forth like that. It to me, it kind of seems like, and then after that move from TKO, acquiring the bull riding, it just looks like they're going to eventually acquire this company. It's just my opinion on it. I mean, you don't have to agree with it or have your own, but I think that's what's going to happen. I could see that in the near future. They'll make an announcement, TKO purchases from Anthem, TNA. And TNA right now is on the up. So right now, if Anthem were to sell TNA, they're going to make more money because right now they're selling out arenas. Right now, people are watching more of the product. TNA is getting traction. It's a good time. It's a perfect or good time to sell if you're Anthem on top. But again, nothing has been said factual. Nothing is said. And it's just me speculating or have a gut feeling on that. I've been saying that since January. Oh wow, I did not know that, ladies and gentlemen. A big thing. It has to do with wrestling and WWE's own Damian Priest narrates the hype video package for the New York Yankees. I love this. I can't wait to hear it. Oh yeah, on the Yankees with Damian Priest. There we go. Let's go. There you go. What's going on, Andrew? How are you? NXT and Bound for Glory are gonna have some surprises. And WWE is looking for new music people. Yes, that's been announced. They were looking for some new music creators. Or WWE. I'm gonna be honest with you, Andrew. You have NXT in the Performance Center in Orlando, where we all park to go to take the buses to take us to the Performance Center. It's full sale. Full Sail is a school of video music creation. Why don't you get some interns or get some kids that are musically creative who are majoring in music in Full Sail to help with the wrestling music? They could compose a lot of good stuff. I mean, you want professionals and so forth, but you could still do some great stuff with Full Sail. I think for Halloween Havoc, let me throw this out there. I threw it out earlier. I don't know if you heard. If Joe Henry wins the title and Trick retains on that Wednesday night on the ECW arena, you got both champions on the CW kind of congratulating one another and kind of challenge each other for just challenge, NXT World Champion versus TNA World Champion, Joe Henry versus Trick Williams. They were friendly. They teamed up and all that. And what a way of the 2300 arena to, like, damn, to see two different champions from TNA and NXT in ECW arena. Just think about that. And just imagine they do that, and Rosemary and Wendy Chu become your Knockouts Tag Team Champion, and they show up with that, part of storyline. And Wendy Chu's holding a TNA World Title on CW, and not only that, you got the CW network seeing TNA World Champions on their TV. People, and folks that don't know, remember TNA but don't have access TV, and they see that they're like, oh, TNA's still around. I'm pretty sure they do know that because wrestling, but there's, just in case the casuals that, or the casuals that have been disconnected or out of touch a little bit with wrestling, and they've seen CW, the NXT wrestling, you might be able to and go, oh, damn, they're with TNA still around. That's another way of marketing. Damn, there goes some head chin locks there by Jeff Hardy. There you go. Matt got the tag. It goes Matt. Matt with some clotheslines. Uh-oh. Myers is in some trouble here. Myers going into the delete, and head to the turnbuckle. Delete. Oh, Edwards now. Eddie Edwards now going to the delete. Yo, I love the way Eddie Edwards is selling does to the buckle. Oh, nice. Side effect. 1, 2, kick out. Got him with that side effect. Love it. There you go. Chris Bay said, give me some. He wants to get in here. Hey, Chris Bay and Matt Hardy. Double elbow. Oh, double team. Great combo. 1, 2. All right. 2 different teams working together here. Loved it. Here you go. Chris Bay now. What's he going to do? Bay. Oh, Alicia Edwards pulled the rope. Her neck ain't hurting her that bad. Now the system just working on Chris Bay on the outside. Look at JDC strutting on the outside. Look at him strutting. He just threw one little kick and he's strutting. You got picture in picture now. All right, there's a tag. Here we go. Edwards now working, and just you had a double team, and that's what you did it to Chris Bay. That now scoop, body slam. Here we go, setting him up. Springboard right to the forearm of Dirty Dangle. JDC now comes in and off the ropes with an elbow. So JDC goes for a cover. 1, 2, kick out. So I believe this is JDC's finally got tagged in the match here. Now he's working on the left shoulder of Chris Bay, working on it. Some elbows, some knees, short clothesline, got him. So he still holding, working on the other side of the shoulders. So JDC picking up Chris Bay now. Is a chop into the corner, knife hands chop. Here's Irish whip into the other turnbuckle. Boom, he goes hard to the buckle. Down goes Chris Bay, but he wants to go for a pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Now here's Moose. Moose likes this. Moose with, what a chop. Now that will knock out some phlegm. If you get a knife chop there, a chest chop by Moose. Here's Edwards now. Actually, Brian Myers. Edwards now kicks in. Now Edwards. So it's a chop fest. Oof, poor Chris Bay. He's taking chops from everybody on the team. He's holding his chest. That chest must be on fire right now. 1, 2, kick out at 2. You know what? Let me ask this. Def Rebel's going to be gone this Saturday and Sunday. Going to be interesting for pro wrestling. Yeah, their contract is completely done. Definitely. Again, me personally, if I'm WWE, get a young up and comer, start a person who's hungry, who knows the music. Listen to some samples from some kids. Again, they got Full Sail in the corner right there. They got the Performance Center, Full Sail. They got some of the kids work from our interns, for NXT. A little bit peek behind the curtain or behind. They have some of the kids intern to give out the NXT tickets. Make sure people get on the bus. They work in Full Sail. Full Sail is a school for music, arts, and television programming, all that stuff. They could easily they literally have the next Jim Johnson type of music or beat creator, pretty much probably working in NXT. I hear they might get CFO back, BX. And look, as long as they give some good tracks that we all get. Because remember, wrestling is a business as well. One thing they did a lot of money in that Attitude Era, or they were putting them. We all got the WWE music, the CD, and putting all the entrance music. That's a big thing. There's money to be made there. Everybody wants Jim Johnson back because his music, all those themes hit. Jim Johnson's themes all pretty much hit. Can we? I mean. Even Jim Johnson's worst theme we still jammed to it and listened to it. Not jammed. I'm gonna go damn. Like we still could listen to it and go, yeah, that hits. Austin Bay now coming in, man. Austin Bay cleaning the house with the hot tag, side Russian leg sweep. Now, standing leg drop, brother. Here's Eddie Edwards now. Oh, nice flip over. Nice, Austin. Moose try to go for a slap on a handstand. Oh, Moose takes a nice shot to the face. Springboard, drop kick. Hotties was a hit, laugh out loud. The Too Cool, yeah, the Too Cool. Vader time. What time? It's Vader time. Oh, here you go. Oh, damn. That was a damn clothesline. A nice elbow. Jeff Hardy now. Hardy. Yep, whisper in the wind. He's still doing that whisper to wind so crisp. Oh, here's JDC now. Nope. Twist of fate. He got him. Now he takes out Moose. Oh, he took out Moose. Oh, the 1-2 sweep into a neck breaker. They told you they're the best tag team right now. ABC gets the pin. I told you ABC is the best tag team in all of professional wrestling, and they showed it again. What a finish by ABC. The Hardys and ABC victorious. By the end of 2024 to 25, NXT women is going to be huge. They're already there. They're already there. And they're only going to get even bigger. I think Jordan Grace might go there first. I think she's going to go show up at NXT. And it's going to be crazy, Andrew, because you're going to have Jordan Grace. You're going to have Zoraya, which is AKA Delta. Stephanie Vaquer, Julia. You've got also Roxanne, Cora Jade. This is the main event picture ready for the women. And we're not even talking about, that's why I think Lash and Jakara are getting moved up to the main roster, because there's so much. I mean, this Lash won't have enough time to go win the world title. I think they get called. Yeah, you're right. Brittany Reese got a match. Yeah, she's got a match on the pay-per-view. And Santana comes out with the chain. So Santana wants a piece of Moose. Got a chain in his hands. And there we go. Moose and Santana. Here we go. He's got the... They should do this a weapons match. Oh, Alicia Edwards with the kendo stick in the back. Come on, man. He got that Puerto Rican flag. They're already used to getting whipped with sticks and kendo sticks. I don't do nothing to him. Lena Cross is teasing something. Ask fans, where do you want to see her next? Who, really? I kind of want to see, Andrew, you know what I kind of want to see? I know NXT is stacked already. I kind of want to see Megan Bayne show up for TNA. And I know everybody wants her for NXT, and I wouldn't mind her seeing in NXT, Andrew, but they're so stacked. I mean, it's like going to be an embarrassment of riches. Why not TNA? She comes up. She's already, 2025 Hollywood J. Yeah. From OBW. Damn, they're beating up on ABC. Onto the chair, Chris Bay. But Moose is choking out Santana with his own chain. Andrew, I wouldn't mind her first in NXT, to be honest with you. But again, NXT has so much embarrassing of riches when it comes to the women, and they even have more in the ANL system. Why not? She wrestles in Reality of Wrestling. No, she's also OVW. She's from OVW. If you see the Netflix series, The Wrestler, she's from there. And Booker T's got her over there as well in the Reality of Wrestling. She works there. She was also on Women's of Wrestling as well. But if she's in Reality of Wrestling, that means Booker T is getting her ready, possibly an NXT run. You know, if they're gonna say let her come down here, and Booker T probably puts in a good word if they should go after her, because not for nothing, she does got a lot of quality that calls your attention for a heel. And then the heel that could eventually turn babyface after a while. I think Hollywood has something there, personally, that could be marketed, especially in NXT. I think she'll really do good if they. But again, I think they kind of want to see if she could follow orders and system, because there's been a little bit of sketchy history with her in OVW. And I'm pretty sure they asked Al Snow a few things. That's why she's tried out twice for NXT, and twice she has not made the tryouts for NXT. Trent, Megan Bayne can take on Jordan Grace spot if TNA. Yeah, that's exactly, Trent. You're on my same wavelength. That's the reason why I say I'd rather see Megan Bayne go here to TNA, because Jordan Grace has done everything. For Megan Bayne, this is a new playground and a new, you could get a good year, 2 years or a year of Megan Bayne in the main picture, storyline on chasing, then eventually conquering, defending the title, possibly regaining the World Knockouts title. So there is some, new face Megan Bayne, and she looks like a mega star, especially You could have her show up on NXT with the TNA title, take on Jordan Grace. I said, you left, you abandoned us. You could make a storyline with all that stuff. I definitely, that's the reason why I kind of say for Megan Bayne to go to TNA first, or to go there. But personally, she does fit. She does fit what NXT does, though, be honest with you. But again, there's so many women, you're going to take away time, but it is what it is. You don't apologize. It's about making money, and if Megan Bayne is something the WWE and NXT could use, why not? You think the beautiful people return Saturday? Angelina Love. I know Chris will love that. Chris is a big fan of the beautiful people. And he was in the chat. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them. She said she teased she wanted to do something there. Do you hear Chris Hemme is backstage now for marketing? I did not know that. I did not know that. I did not know that. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Maria Canales. I think she's no, not this year. She'll probably come out in November because they're free agents. She becomes a free agent, and her husband on the 31st of October. They haven't had, because she came out on, she said something on social media that AEW has not offered her a contract. She's been calling them. They've been ghosting her calls to want to see if they've got something for her to resign with NXT, with AEW, and no, the crickets is what she's got. Yeah, he resigned. Sami Callihan. We mentioned it on top of the broadcast when he came out for the match earlier in the beginning of the show. We said Callahan announced that he did resign with NXT, with TNA, excuse me. So yeah, it's good for him. He has his wrestling company, and also part of TNA. I think that's another great mind. I like Sami Callihan. I like his look. I like his craziness. Part of the TNA roster. He reminds me of like a cross between Boz Mahoney and Tommy Dreamer type. He fits that. What he would have easily been a wrestler that could have wrestled in ECW. Yep. Yeah, he'll bring in Mike Canales and also believe in miracles. I hope so. TNA could use TNA could use that. TNA could use them back in there. And don't forget, if certain wrestlers don't wrestle for the remainder of the year, they're all looking to see what Scott D'Amore is doing with Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. So there's more players involved. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, perfect with Scott D'Amore. If they want to sign some of these, right? If they don't want to go to TNA or WWE, and if D'Amore has someone to pay, you could always go to Scott D'Amore to Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Again, I hope he has a really strong silent partner with some good money, that's going to be silent, that's not going to be interfering and want to, do what Tony Khan did with AEW. I think if Tony Khan would have left Cody and company do his thing with all the coaches they got, that plethora of coaches they got, they could have been they really could have been a major threat to the WWE, major, and they were doing a dent. But then he had a medal, and Cody left, and the rest is history. All right. Oh, here goes here's Santino Marella. Maple Leaf thing can be a black and gold NXT, but different. Yeah, it has that kind of vibe. It has that TNA cross promotion with NXT and the black and gold and Ring of Honor. It has a little bit of that. It has a little Ring of Honor, TNA, TNA, and black and gold mixed together. I can't say AEW too much because they don't have the big money in production, but I could say those other three companies fuse together. Everybody likes Sada Steel because Marsha. All right. Let Scott take Ring of Honor also. I mean, I don't think he want. I know Tony Khan doesn't. Here's Joe Henry. I don't think Scott. I don't think Tony Khan wants to let go of anything of his company. There's many. Here we go. In London, in Paris, in Tokyo. Here it is, Joe Henry as Heather. I believe in Joe Henry. Oh wow! Do you know what, Andrew? I've been wanting to see that. I've been wanting to see that ABC versus the Axiom. Yeah, let's go. Hands to side. Andrew, I think that show. I think, be honest with you, I've been saying a lot of different things like that. Like Joe Henry shows up in NXT with the titles, with his title to with Trick. Maybe we get a challenge from ABC, Nathan Frazier on Wednesday. Remember, it's the 2300 arena, the ECW arena. You're going head to head. You're going head to head against All Elite Wrestling. You know, you put some TNA wrestlers there with some ECW legends and stuff like that. Boy, they like to stack things up. I was there. Trust me, being there at the NXT Mania when they had John Cena, when I was there, I was in the arena, I was in the crowd. I took a picture with John Cena with the referee. I had a referee shirt on with Terrence. Me and Terrence were there. It was, trust me, it was a stack. LA Knight, it was stacked. Oscar, Cody Rhodes. When they go head to head, they stack the card. Here is the juggernaut. Here is Jordan Grace. And this is the first time they're gonna have the champions are babyface versus babyface. Now, this is going to be crazy to see how the crowd is going to cheer on Bound for Glory here in Detroit. Joe Henry's over like Rover. People tend to like the wanted man. It'll be different to see who they're going to go for. Although I think Marsha Slamovich might get the majority of the cheers, in my opinion, when it comes on Saturday. But here, I don't know. Nemeth and there you go. Nemeth's saying hello to Grandma. Grandma got a copper feel there. Yeah, look at that. NXT crowd will go crazy if ABC shows up on NXT. We will know how to cheer them on the Performance Center. Trust me, if they do that in the Performance Center, they will, and also on the road. Whatever happened, you never know what might happen on the NXT CWS. I'm surprised that Frankie Kazarian hasn't interrupted this. Joe Henry looks kind of upset. Marsha's having a conversation here, and it's a full circuit a moment. So she was there so she signed her contract 3 years ago for TNA in Nashville. Get a Nashville chant. She says she's finally going to beat her. All right. Yo, Cardona pops up in NXT ECW Arena in November. Hey. So, Jordan Grace looking sounding heelish. He says, "We know how this is gonna play out." Oh, nothing has changed. He's apologizing. I'm gonna beat you again. Yeah. Well, we got the one person saying Jordan's gonna kill you. You can hear them. Now Marsha's going to kill you. The crowd. There you go. Santino looking at that. The crowd is having a good time. Reminds me of NXT Performance Center. All right. Joe Henry's 11-year journey. The crowd pops. Oh, that's the Rusev, the part of the lawyer. Yeah, I remember that. They say his name. My name. Eve in Mo Hendry. And the crowd starts chanting, "We believe. We believe." Okay. He's saying he's going to be a new world champion, a new face of TNA. We believe. Again, I'm going to put this seed out there. Frankie Kazarian is the referee of this. Frankie Kazarian could intervene, interject as a referee, whatever the case. Also, remember this. JBL is still walking around there doing, I don't know, God knows what. What is he doing? What group? Gathering people together, making a fashion, watching Nick Nemeth's back or interfering. Keep an eye. Just remember that. I said it tonight. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's gonna be a good match. Hopefully. Of course, he's wearing his Iron Maiden shirt. Santino. Oh, wait a minute. We get interruption. Frankie Kazarian. Yeah, I was wondering when he was going to interject himself. There he is, Frankie Kazarian. A little love fest. Okay. The real star of the show is here. Look at Grandma. Grandma hasn't sat down all night. Yeah. She's been standing. She's been already standing for 3 weeks in that corner. Oh yeah, that's right. How did you become the referee? Oh my God, he went to Earl Hebner Referee Academy. So, oh my God, screw jobs. Oh, TNA 10-year original. Okay, so he said he went above Santino's head. He went to Anthem, and okay, there's going to be all kinds of chaos in the Joe Henry Nick Nemeth match. Somebody is going to cost somebody. Yeah, and also you need Frankie Kazarian because you need a heel. The two baby faces. Oh, Frankie is going to get put through the table. Oh, he called her Nikolai. He called her Nikolai. He said, "Sit down, Nikolai." He said Nikolai to Marsha Slamovich. He called her Nikolai Volkic. He said, "Sit down, Nikolai." Let me see what I say to Santino. He called him a stooge. He said Santino to hold his glasses, you stooge. He called it toy badge. He's not the law. Call him Joe. Yo, Joe looks upset though. Joe Henry, not because of this. Since he came out to this, since he came out tonight, either he's tired of all the wrestling and traveling at that when he taped this, or he's just in a bad mood. Oh, they get him right to the table, Frankie Kazarian. Oh, they're gonna Jordan Grace is gonna put him to the table, aren't they? Yup. Yup. Jordan Grace. Nick Nemeth was gonna give him a punch in the kisser. Oh, it should be Santino's gonna punch him. Santino's gonna punch Frankie Kazarian. Oh, he spat in Santino's face. That's disgusting. That's a major sign of disrespect. Oh, he took out the Cobra. The Cobra's back. Oh, he hit him with the Cobra. Santino took out the Cobra. He went to the old school tricks. I never thought I was gonna see the Cobra come back out. Santino. Santino took out the Cobra. He got mad that he spat in his face. You got to put him through the table. Oh, all of them are gonna pick him up. One, two, and they all put him through the table. And Frankie Kazarian, yeah, he was at a bad mood. Looked like he was in a bad mood at the Bound for Glory press conference too. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he's not going over. That's why he's mad. He might have got the results already, or because I don't think they'll tell the. I don't think they'll tell him the day of. I think that. I mean, I don't. I think they. I thought Tommy Dreamer would tell him the day of, but I don't know. But there's been rumors that he's on his way out. But there we go. All right, so we're getting ready for Bound for Glory. So this is over tonight. The go home show was okay. I thought last week was greater, was a better, better matchup than tonight. This was okay. This was good. I like the go home show. The right here, the contract signing here was pretty good. It was pretty very interesting, putting Kazarian through the table. I like that. I really enjoyed the 8-man tag with ABC and the Hardys taking on the system. That was really good. The Gash by Elegance didn't hit for me. I think it kind of killed the momentum of the first matchup there. It was really going great. They killed a little bit, and then didn't help that even more was the Josh Alexander Jonathan Gresham match. I expected, maybe it's just me, I expected much more. I don't know. I expected a greater match. I maybe it was my fault. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a Speedball and Leo Slater match that we had last week. I thought I was gonna get not the same type of high flying, but that kind of a false finish, hell of a match between those two, Alexander and Gresham, and I didn't get that. Maybe it's on me for thinking I was gonna get that type of match that we had from Speedball, that kind of fight forever or enthusiastic match. I was like, damn, this was on free TV kind of deal. But no, at the end of the day, this was a solid 7 go home show here for TNA Bound for Glory. If revision is history, if we didn't know what they were giving us last week, the way that was impactful for go home show, I think a lot of people would have been really looking forward to watch Bound for Glory. I don't think it's going to take away from people. I still think Bound for Glory is going to be really good pay-per-view. And again, if you want to watch it, it's only $35 for the rest of the year. You're going to get the other two. You're going to get Bound for Glory and the other 2 pay-per-views, part of it, along with the library of TNA matches and for throughout the year, even that, I believe, the Dixie Carter days, and even prior to her, to Jeff Jarrett. So that's going to be part of the library. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. Look, you pay $29.99 for an AEW 6 hours, and that's good 6 hours of wrestling. But this, you're going to get 9 hours plus the library, plus you're able to watch that. Again, we're not a paid advertiser. They're not paying for us. They're not no sponsor. It's just that TNA is that good. It's a good deal. When I see a good deal, it's a good deal. I'll tell you that. I think that's a really good deal. But we'll say goodnight here. This was a good TNA show. It wasn't the same as last week, but it still was good. It was entertaining. It was fun. Let's see. Good to see Brittany Reese get some TV time. And so, on TNA television, as well as Wendy Chu get some ring time, and that storytelling with her. Will she be able to win the Knockouts tag team titles along with Rosemary? One of these folks are going to break through and grab from cross promotion is going to hold someone else's title. I thought it was going to be the Rascals, to be honest with you. I thought the Rascals were going to win the NXT tag team titles, but it might be reverse order. It might be the ladies win it, and only time will tell. So with that said, man, there we go. Okay, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I saw myself behind Joe Henry's head, up close and personal. You say, yes, indeed. There you go. 9 out of, okay. All right. There you go. There you go. Heather was in the building, so it's good to see that. And then she was there live in person. And of course, we'll be back on tomorrow night. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll do SmackDown. We'll definitely ask you to come on and watch along with us with SmackDown from the Barclays Center. We'll be split squad. And of course, we're gonna have wrestling from all the way until Monday, because Tuesday is election day. Don't forget to go out and vote. Early voting in your county. Go out and vote for no matter who you believe. That's your right, your freedom. Go and vote. And of course, we'll be back on tomorrow night. And of course, if you don't like WWE, I understand, you could watch us for Bound for Glory. It's going to be a good show and so forth. So let's go. It's going to be from Barclays Center in Brooklyn. the Machine Guns, #1 contender DYI, and so much more. The match number 7 between Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. That's going to be a barn burner. So with that said, guys, enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Acknowledge me.
Awesome! You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad there's no control.
Ladies and